Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Akai and Hobby Talks. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm joined with Akai as always, of course, and we're just gonna chill for a bit before we get into our topics.
I think today's topic will be very interesting. Yeah. Because we talked about this a lot, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, privately. Yeah, if you guys, how are you guys doing? It's not the greatest start to the episode right now. We're both like kind of out. We're just like, just kind of like...
trying to wake up for a stream.
Yeah.
Even though it's like 3 p.m. here, it's like, I want to sleep. Okay. Hello, Tombuto. Yeah. And we got,
JV.
Is it JV or Javi?
I don't know. You tell us. Is it Javi? JV? JV2 Javi. I mean, I don't want to say... I mean, Javi makes sense, but I say JV just because that's is like initials almost. You know?
JV.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I've been working on my style guide. So I've just been like cranking away at it for the past few days. And then Akai has been helping me a little bit, and it's just I just don't want to think about theory stuff for a while.
Yeah, dude,
I just want to spin. I don't want
to relax.
It's just like, oh hey, you got a finger positioning, style, execution, and
anything related,
choice,
right? Anything.
Mod choice, and what's your direction? Oh yeah.
Oh god, dude.
I'm just kind of like, I can't think about that anymore.
Well, wait, what does it feel like when you start thinking about it? Like, what does it actually feel like?
It makes me feel like okay. It makes me feel like I just don't want... It makes me have to... The reason why I feel like that is because if I think about it, it means that I have to think about it in order to like understand like my structure again of like what I wrote, and like see if I missed anything in terms of like what I wanted to talk about and what I needed to talk about. So I have to think about it and be like, okay, did I make sure to talk about this? Is there anything I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Blah, blah.
Oh god, no.
And it's just like I don't want to get into that mindset. So
that feeling, man. Well, we gotta talk about a different topic now. Mod
which
trees.
is still somewhat part of style in a weird way.
But you don't have to think about it in the same way.
Yeah, we don't have to think about it in the same way for sure.
That way it's better for you to, talk a little bit more and stuff. Yeah. Oh, I just want to chill, man. Okay, by the way, daily weather report. Is it hot over there?
No, it should be fine. Let me check my phone. I mean, you sent me like a fucking article that said it was gonna be hot, and I was so unhappy.
Dude, you're like 23, dude. What?
Yeah, it's fine. It's 23, and then it's 26, 27, 24, 23, 20. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's still hot. It's still kind of hot, but like, yeah, it's not too bad. I hope it's not too bad for you too. It's kind of
it's
really
alright.
bad.
It's alright over here. Like,
okay, that's good. It might be like a bit hotter for you guys, but it's not. It shouldn't be too bad.
It's not as bad as last time. Yeah.
JV would be excited for this podcast topic.
That's what he said. That's what he said in the chat.
Yeah, I know. That's what I meant.
JV.
That's what I meant.
Hey.
But he would be excited because he has experience in this, and I have experience in this as well. So. Is Waterfall and Flying Panda best mods for intermediate beginners?
Intermediate beginners.
Let's get into that later.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
We're just chilling right now, but we'll get into that later. And I also can't tell if you're joking or not, because that seems like something you would joke about.
Right. Right.
And you also use the phrase intermediate beginners, and I know you're a person. I know who you are, like on Discord and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if you were joking right now.
I'm just not sure about the term intermediate beginners. Like I don't think about it that way. I feel like
that's... Yeah. I think I know what he's referencing.
Okay.
Yeah, style guide, and hopefully finger
Mhm.
positioning thing, and also execution.
What's the other one? Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So those two, and then once I get those out, I feel like I'm done. Like as in, like I feel like I finally like got something about the things about style out of my system that I've been wanting to talk about for so long.
But isn't it like the most like exciting topic that you wanted to write for so long though?
Well, not the style. Well, the thing about the style guide was I wrote it thinking it was going to be exciting, and then I wrote. Then as I wrote it, I realized I couldn't talk about the very specific topics that I wanted to, which were much more fun for me, which was finger positioning and
Refinement.
specific execution. Yeah. So like once I realized that, I'm just like, it's not fun. Like it's not fun anymore. I wanted to talk about this fun, like, you know, like some weird stuff about finger positioning or whatever.
Yeah, it's like when you
You get
approach
to-
work and then like only 1 out of 10 tasks is funny. It's fun for you, like interesting and exciting.
I mean, I still wanted to finish it. I think it's going to be helpful. It's 28 degrees there in Britain. It's pretty hot. It's pretty hot.
I think it's pretty good for Britain, right? Because
I thought it rains a lot there. I wouldn't think it would get that
usually
hot.
I know it's like foggy and stuff like that. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
can't see
but like
the sky.
all I know is I hear like it rains a lot over there.
That means it's chill. It's chill over there. Sunny.
And I know there's a whole thing about like what is the UK, what is Britain, and what is England, and
Yeah.
I
That's why-
forget which any of those are. So I'm just gonna say you said Britain, so I'm sticking with that.
Oh god, that's what I'm trying to think too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's like a
We're
political thing,
uneducated, okay?
right?
Don't blame me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I kind of knew about it from a Vsauce video like a while ago.
Uh-huh.
But,
But
like,
what about
it's
the
just-
connection
it's
between like Britain and Canada though? Like, do you know like the specifics or
What do you mean connection?
like you guys' political relationship? Like, is there?
Oh, we're
anything
just-
yeah.
I mean, you know how it is. It's probably similar to the United States, right?
Wait, is it?
Somewhat. It's like Canada was like I don't
But,
know the
like,
exact history, but
The Queen would visit like Canada, right? But not
yeah,
the US.
but like they don't. The Queen doesn't have power in like political power in Canada. They're just
yeah.
like an icon.
Yeah,
basically.
like the icon, because we don't see the Queen the same way, you know.
Oh,
in
so the
US.
Queen doesn't even visit the United States. You guys
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
completely like away.
Like, so away. Yeah, that's the right
Yeah,
word.
yeah. But over here, like it's like I think people think about it a little
Like
bit.
every year, right? Like she visits the country. And stuff.
Raincoats. I would think you want like good umbrellas. I bet you guys lose so many umbrellas. One of the things that I hate is losing umbrellas. Like you leave it on the bus accidentally, you're like, you forget it, and you're like, oh shit, that was a good umbrella. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Invested in that umbrella.
You know, the one umbrella I have right now that I don't use that often though,
Uh-huh.
because it's obviously not raining right now. But
right.
the and you don't really go outside, but the one I got it's a really good umbrella. It's like a collapsible one, but like it's like pretty good. Like usually the collapsible ones like are really shitty. We have a lot of shitty ones at
Right,
home where
yeah,
they're just
yeah.
so
It
they just,
breaks after like 3
yeah,
times or some shit. Yeah.
They go inside out when it's like super like windy and shit, and you're just like you look like an idiot like on the sidewalk. You're walking down, and the wind's blowing at your face, and you're like, oh shit, and then the fucking umbrella like goes inside out, and you're like, god damn it.
Yeah. Or when it's too windy and stuff, right? You can't even like use it anymore. It loses its purpose, right?
Yeah. Oh, you hate holding umbrellas. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel you. I know it's annoying.
Yeah, because I used to walk to school, right? So it was an essential for me. Yeah. Oh god. All right. Do you want to start the topic now, Hobby?
We can, yeah.
Yeah. Let me stretch first.
Stretch break.
All right, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, it's been 10 minutes already. I'm surprised. That didn't feel like 10 minutes. That felt like, dude, that felt like 3 minutes. for me. But this is how this podcast works. You probably, to you guys, it probably like feels like, man, these guys are talking for so long. And
why
then
you
for us,
guys
it's just
talk
like
too much?
I felt like we just talked for like maybe like 30 minutes.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna switch. All right. Say hello again.
Why do I need to say hello again? Wait.
No, I'm saying hello again. Trying to get.
You're saying hello again. Oh, hello again.
hello again. Yeah.
Hello, YouTube.
All right.
I was making that joke before we got on. Hello, YouTube. I don't know if you guys were around, like, when, I don't know how old you guys are, and, like, if you guys were around for that era of YouTube, and people were like, hello, YouTube.
Wait, what?
Hmm?
It's weird, like, it's playing back the video.
What do you mean?
Oh, okay, it's fine, it's fine.
Wait, are you watching?
No, I accidentally like opened the tab and then it started playing sound.
It started playing the.
I was like, wait, what?
Whoops. Why do we hear ourselves? No.
Yeah.
Very strange.
It started from the
audio,
beginning.
Hope our audio's okay. It should be fine though.
Yeah. I think it's alright.
But yeah, you start, Akai. You start this time.
I start.
Yeah, you start. Start with Manu's question or about what we're going to talk about, which is. We're gonna start with talking about what everyone talks about, which is what's the best mods for beginners and stuff. Recommended, at least. I don't like to say best mods. It just seems wrong. It's really like, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, honestly. But yeah, you can talk about it. Go, Akai.
Well, I mean,
I'll make you talk about it.
Well, when you first like approach pen spinning, it's not really about like you don't really know about the mods pretty much, right? You don't know about it. So I started with whatever I had in my room. It wasn't like even like a legit mod or anything. I just put like some random pens together. And I'm not saying it's like the best, but like maybe like it got me to think about like what I want to feel on my fingers, right? So yeah, my first mod was really weird. Like I didn't even have a name. So it was a random pen I found in my cousin's room. It wasn't even in my room. It was my cousin's room. I was like, "Hey, do you use this pen?" Okay, I'm gonna take it.
That's what you gotta do, man. Back in the day, that's what you gotta do. Hey, can I take this?
Yeah, can I take this? And then
like you were probably back at like I bet some of the people in chat right now are like, oh yeah, when I was like it's like they're in high school and then they'll just be like, there's like this pen sitting in my teacher's like cup on their desk and you just stole it probably and just wanted to take it.
Or like in your art class and you found like a marker or something, right? And you kind of like, oh, this is good for spinning, right?
yeah.
But yeah, I started off with that mod. Well, I mean, I call it a mod, but it's not really a mod. But I just put two random pens together and yeah, call it a mod. And yeah, I mean, the first month or so, I was spinning that and trying to learn the basics. I mean, the thing about the basic tricks is that you can do it with almost like anything, right? Like sonics and like thumb around, and some people might even start with their mechanical pencil and they don't even have to mod too. So I guess at first just make do with whatever you have or whatever you have access to. And I think it's very fortunate for people who know about mod before starting. You know what I mean? Like knowing the right markers, like super tips that I can get this at a stationery store or a market or something, right? So but I mean, I didn't have that knowledge, so I had to start with random pens. And then I found out about Victory. But
yeah, Victory's a very like
it's very good
for anyone in the United States. Victory is like really good just for as a starter mod. It's not great for like future use. I don't think so, unless you're a crazy person like fucking Walking Jacket who spins a Victory, but like is probably the only person in the world who ever spun a Victory for that long. But he doesn't spin a Victory. Okay, he spun a Victory barrel with Kamsa caps on the end. So it's slightly different, but it's still like
Yeah, but then like if you don't have knowledge about pen spinning, like you wouldn't know about comms caps, right?
yeah.
At the beginning, I mean, yeah. And
Yeah, you do what
Victory
you
is just
can. I mean,
fine,
look,
yeah.
like my first mod was two markers connected with a ball bearing ring jammed on the tip side. Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
Right.
That's what you gotta do.
What was your first mod like, hobby?
I think I spun like some like I think when I first learned about it and I was watching a tutorial, I just literally picked up like a normal pen, just put the cap on the other side and just like tried to spin it.
Uh-huh.
And then I think I learned about Victory and then learned about MX and stuff like that, and I really wanted to.
Did you learn about Victory before MX? Because that's what I was
Well,
like,
I think I don't know, but I learned about both.
uh-huh.
I don't know which one was first, but I learned about both and I made a Victory first.
Okay,
And then I
okay.
didn't make VPs are not that like weren't common in my house, so like I just never really got my hands on them. And once I did, I didn't really do much with it. Other than you know you do the thing. This is what only new people would do this, and I did this.
Uh-huh.
Is you take two RSVPs, just jam a cap on the other side. And just
Right.
spin that.
I mean, that's better than most of like the DIY mod that I made.
There are some other good ways, but like I think I also tried using a pencil before,
Mm-hmm.
and also you can put like you can even like just wrap a bunch of tape on each end of a pencil. It's super janky, but it'll work. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I know nowadays there's like paper mod for people to try out and like stuff like that.
Right, or even like more, it's more accessible. You have much more information nowadays, and when you search up like pen spinning like mods and stuff, a lot of things will show up. So I guess that's fine. But yeah, just use whatever you
You
can.
use
at the
whatever
time.
you want. Yeah.
Yeah, at the
But
time.
for the most
mhm.
part, I mean there is this like Coffee made this blog post, right? And it talks about like some recommended mods, and there's also this guy. Let me grab it up real quick. It's the one that come on, internet, please.
Oh, is it not
Really?
loading? Oh, good.
Why is it? Oh, there you go. Jesus. Here we go. This one. This one. The Reddit one that Letho wrote. And both of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
I think you might like the Reddit one maybe a bit better just because it's very straightforward, but the other one is still not bad. But I
Mhm.
know like Coffee is just not. I mean, he's not like a native English speaker, so his writing is like not like perfect grammatically, but it still gets the job done. You can still kind of
I
understand what it
mean,
means.
just look at the content, right? Like the
Yeah, exactly.
mods and what choices do you have and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, what else? I mean,
But yeah, it's just I don't know. It should be fairly simple, you know. Pick up a pencil. You know, I think that's what I would recommend if you're very starting out. If you want to just find a starter mod, just do what you can. You can get a
Mhm.
waterfall if you want. You can get something like if we answer the previous question, even though it was probably a joke question about waterfall and flying panda. Just honestly, it doesn't matter. I mean, I used waterfall like earlier on.
Wait,
too.
which one is the flying panda again?
It's the one with the weird bumps on the end. It looks like a waterfall, but it has like bumps on the grip.
Is it like the tornado grips or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Cause I remember the grip, but I don't remember the name of the mod. Yeah, okay,
Oh,
okay. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
I think
use a
it's
pencil.
cool. It's cool.
Easiest is use a pencil. I know it's pretty light. Like stick some erasers on the end of it, you know, if you want, or like add some tape. Do what you can,
Mhm.
and then you can start with the thing. The only thing here's the one thing I will say. I feel like is important for you guys to think about. Anyone who's a beginner or anyone who wants to help recommend other beginners and people good mods is for newer spinners. I think it's a good idea to tell them to spin a mod that is not too heavy and not too light. Yes, pencil is really light. Yes, I understand. But the reason why I say pencil is it's because it's accessible. Everyone has a pencil, you know.
Mhm.
So it's like, you know, you pick up a pencil, it's easy. But I just mean if like they're seriously considering like a good proper pen mod, I feel like it's really good to have a mod that's like not too heavy and not too light, somewhere in the average kind of like middle ground, just because it gives the people an opportunity to change their mod to something heavier and change their mod to something later. And that gives them more opportunity to do whatever pen spinning they want and make it easier for them to do whatever, I think.
Right. That's
because
a great
it's like
idea.
a lot harder
like
to
it.
just be like, hey, I'm good. Here, my first mod is A13X bullet mod, and then I'm gonna spin like MX afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh god, yeah.
An A13X bullet mod is like probably the heaviest or one of the most heavy mods.
It can be made to the heaviest mod. Yeah, definitely. Like someone made it into like 50 grams or something. And
so that's the only thing I would say is if you're a new spinner, try to get something kind of medium weight, and also if you're someone who likes helping other people answer questions, try to say that as well. I feel like people don't say that very often. I feel like it's just me that says that, and most people just give like answers like, oh, hash comms, oh, stuff like our comms mods or vein comms or something, I mean, I understand because quick answer, but it's just the problem with the people asking like, oh, like what mod to use. It's like so hard to answer it. Like you have to give like a lengthy response. Well, it depends, like.
Yeah, and I think it's also in the mentality too. Like when they first got into it, maybe like they're not as interested in the mods, so just start out with a pencil, and then the more time you spend spinning, right? You know, like, oh, I really want a mod like to dedicate myself into pen spinning. So I guess it's
and also like,
yeah.
Didn't you talk about how, what's it called? I remember you saying like you used to look at mods and buy the ones that look cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should just do whatever you want too. Like if people tell you like, oh, don't
follow
do it,
your heart.
do whatever makes you happy. If it turns out like it looks cool but you didn't like it, then that's okay. You tried it,
Right, and then you have, well, I mean, what you get from trying things is that a lot of experience, right? So
exactly.
You try like, oh, Kamsa mods, and you get used to the body and stuff, and you switch to like a super tips mod, and
maybe you don't
have
like
the
super tip, maybe
experience.
you don't like Kamsa. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like it just helps you like understand what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
and
more
people saying like, oh, this is shit, or like, oh, this is bad. Like it doesn't really matter. It matters what you like. There's a lot of people who actually spin like really bad mods,
weird mods
like,
too.
really weird mods, like S777.
I don't even get it. And, you know.
That's how French people call it. S777.
Right. So it.
It's a set. This like set. I think.
It is. Yes. Is it set?
Set. I don't know. I don't know if that's right. Jazzo can. I mean, Jazzo isn't French though. He's GPC, so he can't tell me.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, just start with whatever you want. Don't let your like your friends like, oh, you should spin this instead, right? Other spinners telling you what to do. Yeah.
Especially when you're new. I mean, later on it matters more, which we'll talk about. But if you're new, it doesn't really matter. You can always change. You have time to change, right? So.
Just pick it up. Pick it up and spin.
Just pick up hand spinning, have fun, So don't worry about it too much. But for more experienced spinners, which we want to talk about, right? Slightly more experienced spinners, intermediate, kind of like they kind of know what they're doing. Finding your main mod, right? How do you find your main mod?
Well, I mean, it ties together with the topic we just talked about earlier in the podcast, right? So, so you try new pens, you find interest in like researching and looking through, like, I mean, trying out new types of barrel and different mods, right? That gives you a lot of experience, and it's more of a process of discovering yourself rather than like hobbies like finding your main mods.
No, I'm doing this because you're talking. Wait, keep going. I'm just making a mess of myself.
But yeah, I mean, the more experience you have with like spinning different types of body or barrel, you know like what you like the most, like what hobby spinning, right? But yeah, so you just know yourself. You're getting to know yourself.
Getting to know
And
yourself.
and the main mod is obviously what you like the most, right? When we talked about like, oh, just spin wherever you like, that means a lot because in the end, like, it's what you enjoy feeling on your fingers. It's not like, oh, like I have to spin MX so I can be good and be a great spinner, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was
So
told like, oh, spinning an MX like means something else, and I was like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, but
yeah,
that's like we can get into that though. We
yeah.
can talk about that. That's
So
a
we can
that's
save
a
it for
very
later, right?
interesting- What?
We can save it for later. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we can talk about it now if you want. Like, I mean, it's just with MXs, right? The reason why I feel like everyone's like, oh, you want to spin MX, but and they want to do like a very specific style with MX, right? And JV wants to talk about it because yeah, but yeah, you want to spin a very specific style with MX. I understand that. It's very weird because MX is a hard mod to spin for most people, unless like you practice a lot with it, obviously, and stuff like that. And it also depends on how big your hand is. And MX is just I don't know. Most people think it's a bad mod, and it totally is. I think, but it's just everyone because it's a mod that I feel like JB people train a lot with, or like they always like spin early on or like whatever they do. And the reason why is because of Koreans, right? Which is old school Koreans back in like early 2000s, or late 2000s, like trying to, like spinning MX and stuff like that, and Kamsa really. Lots of MX. I feel like there's more MX than Kamsa, but most of the time they just had Kamsa and MX mods. And that translated to like, okay, this is the mod you have to spin for that style now.
Right.
So that's why spinning MX is so particular, is because when you pick up like MX, people expect you to do something. It's actually a very interesting topic too, because people expect you to do certain tricks for any particular mod you spin. Especially if it's a recognizable one. Like if it's like if you have
Meta mod.
no, if you have like your own mod, like Akai has like his own like what poinsettia mod that he has right now. Or
Thank
your
you.
poinsettia that you're spinning right now, right? Like when you see that mod, you're like, oh, I've never seen that mod before. So you don't really expect necessarily like what.
Oh, that's a good point.
Right? You don't really expect what tricks they're gonna do,
right?
Because you don't know how heavy the mod is. You can sometimes tell how heavy the mod is, but unless you can really definitively tell, it's hard to just be like, oh, well, this person has to do certain tricks. But it's just like if someone spins like a A13X bullet mod or like a like something really heavy like a Giotto leg mod or something like Dark AT's pink Giotto mod or like the Energel or something like that, people expect you to do harder tricks because that's what people do with that mod. So it's like the expectation from a mod that already exists. Other people use that mod to do certain tricks. Then people might expect you to use those tricks. So for later, that is something to think about. You don't have to use those tricks, obviously, but just know that that's something that people do think about.
Or when you spin a buster, you think of spin a beam, right? And then you can start like imagining like people doing bust a lot or like high tools and stuff. Yeah, I guess it's all about like the image, and even like, I mean for MX, it's been here for a long time since like the Koreans' day, right? So
yeah.
You kind of
I
know,
think it's,
like, you know what to expect from MX.
Yeah, but I think the reason why MX has become such a thing is, like, not because of the Koreans, because of JB.
Yeah.
Right? Because Koreans and JBs, like, really, like, Koreans,
related.
like, began it, right? Began, like, spinning like that. And JB became, like, very, like, inspired by Koreans, I feel, right? So then they became kind of, like, they kind of copied them and kind of, like, went their kind of direction in pen spinning, and they just like wanted to do that type of spinning.
There's one thing I wanted to talk about is again with the mentality, right? Is that when you spin the same mod as the person you're watching, you learn faster somewhat. Like you kind of like, oh shit, I'm spinning like this person now, so it inspires you to an extent. That's what I feel like about
Like you project yourself onto the
Yeah,
person
yeah,
if you
or
spin
your
the same mod.
Yep. Or me when I was trying to spin KT because of how.
Hmm.
So I was like, oh yeah, I'm
It's definitely
learning.
true though.
Yeah,
I feel like people don't think about it. It's definitely true. Like like kind of unconsciously, you're like, oh my god, like this guy's spinning the same mod as I am. Cool. Because
yeah.
it's also almost comforting in a way because when you see someone who's really good at spinning that spins the same mod as you can use them as good reference also, and just be like, okay, this person can do these things with this mod, so that means I can too.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right. I think that's one of the most important aspect in my own like thinking is that well you keep learning, right? You keep spinning and you keep learning, so you kind of have to kind of have someone to refer yourself to a little bit, yeah. But later down the road, I guess we think about pen spinning differently, yeah. Maybe that's the next topic.
I don't really think of Rush-On as like Nakura specifically, mainly because I've seen so many people spin that it's just like everyone does it differently. Nakura is just obviously the most famous, but Nakura is like famous for Nakura's like mod, which is basically a Rush-On but with like tips in it or something.
When I think about Roshan, I think about Ponkotu, right?
Or
Taps and stuff, yeah.
Julia or
Uh huh.
Zusan, right?
Zusang, with the green like lamb
Yeah,
ring,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So I feel like Rush-On is a little more like wide, but I can understand, yeah, for sure.
yeah, for sure.
Bonzen for Noel, I get that. Although I remember Bonzen spinning it.
I was gonna say that like hobby must remember Bonzin spinning.
I mean, I don't remember that well. I just remember Bonzen spinning his
But
ball
is it in a
sign.
different color though? Is it or the same color? Is it?
It's slightly different, maybe. I'm not sure.
Uh huh.
You know, I used to have a Bonzen ball sign before everyone jumped on that. By the way,
Right, but what? But is it orange?
yeah, it was like it was a red. It was red. But it
Red,
looked
red.
orange on
Okay,
mine.
okay, okay. Cool,
And I think
cool.
I had one, but I just never spun it. And then after a while, Baron was just like, "Why are you spinning that, dude? It's such a bad mod. Just take the parts apart, put the Pens gear rings on the ends of a Kamsa, and just
Hmm.
put grips on it and spin that." So I did, and it was a heavy mod for me at the time, anyways. So
Right.
yeah, choosing your main mod is hard. It's another. Yeah, we're getting.
But I mean, before then, like, Noel wasn't even spinning the ball sign mod, right? He was
Yeah,
spinning like
exactly.
black KT and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I was like, yeah.
I actually liked. I'm not sure if I like Noel spinning like now actually, because I've seen him like change so much over the years. Too.
Right.
Like technical spinning is not exactly my type of spinning too, so I mean I know it's good, but it's definitely not as much for me.
Uh huh.
But
But
I
yeah.
remember him being an Ultra copy back in the day, and then yeah,
Right.
he did like one single hand instead, and then he had like that clipboard, and he spun over this
That
thing.
clipboard, though. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I still remember it. But yeah, I mean, back then, like, if we talk about mods, really, I liked everyone who spun KD mods.
Yeah, but
Eh,
in terms of choosing your main mod, though, if we reel it back a bit, I do want to say that when you choose your main mod, I feel like it should be based on how you feel. You know,
uh
you know what I
huh.
mean? Like it should be entirely based on that. Like, does it feel good to spin? Do you like it? Are you enjoying it? Does it feel good to like do all these things? It just like if you already feel those things, then like it makes it so much easier to stick with it. I hear that from other people. They like to make new mods to spin, and then that helps motivate them to continue spinning. That's totally fine too. But when you're just talking about like the main mod you spin, like
Mm-hmm.
it just helps to be enjoying that mod, because I mean I had like this MX phase where I spun MX for a while, but like I really don't like MX. Like I really don't like spinning that mod. And once I picked up Metal Kamsa, I was just like, this feels so good. So I just kept spinning it, and here I am. So I wonder what JV story is. Like, I know he switched because he wanted to do other stuff or something, but like, I wonder if did he like how MX feels, or does he just like how challenging MX is? Because I remember him telling me that it was like challenging to grind on MX, so he was using it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think.
But for you,
What? For me,
But for you, you like to make your own mods, right? So it's
right?
it's also a different thing. RPD likes to make his own mods as well.
Oh yeah,
So you can also make your main mod, which is something that Akai is more experienced with.
yeah. I
What were you gonna
guess
say before? Sorry.
yeah. I guess when uh making your own mods is really about you. Like you have to know. Like you have to have the sufficient knowledge about like pens in general, and then like what can you put together to make a good mod for yourself. But I think first of all is the barrel, right? Because you know how much I like Stylogy barrels. So it's like I made several mods with different bodies in the past year or so, but then like I had to go back to Stylogy anyway. So it's like yeah, I can't just leave this body. So
But I know you're secretly in love with comms bodies, but you never tell anyone about it.
well, TLDR. So I started
TLDR.
my first 2 years. I was crazy about Dr. Katie's, and what else? Like super tips were fine. Like they were fine. It wasn't bad experience. It wasn't really like oh so bad. I don't want to think about it. But yeah, and then later on during my third year, I started spinning Kamsa, right? So I was like, oh my god, this body, oh, it feels so good. And then it's like thin, like thinner than super tips, right? Or what is it, like our color AC and CT bodies. But then that thinner feeling, for some reason, it was really, really good. And I started Kamsa, like modding my own Kamsa even. So I didn't want to spend a mod that anyone else spends. So I was like, I'll make my own version, and you know it had to be red. So
And that kind of ties into what I was talking about before, right? So you wanted to make something that no one else spins, which
Right.
is really gives you your own identity, right?
right,
And that's I feel like I know it's such a small thing, but if you're talking, if you want to be specific about pen spinning and get all into all this stuff, like it really does. Like when you see, like you might not think about it, but when you see someone spin like a mod that you've never seen before, you're just like, oh okay, and then it's like you don't know what to expect from them necessarily too. So it does come into that kind of
yeah.
thought
I
as
mean,
well.
that's also what I learned from JB spinners, right? Like every spinner has their own like version of their G3 mod, right? Like 7 G3, Kuzu, G3. Yeah, you can call it that too.
G3 is like such a thing. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
And
but
then
it's such a thing.
yeah, just whatever like personal mods were just like G3s, and we don't really make like personal MXs. That sounds kind of weird, but there are some personal MXs. But
Yeah, there's a few.
I feel like G3 is such a big thing for Japanese spinners. Even now, like if they want a personal mod, they can just like, oh, Iteza G3, right? Vane G3, Messi G3, like whatever the name comes before G3, yeah. So I learned that from the Japanese spinners, and I was like, oh shit, I want something for myself too. But
And it is a DC.
yeah, and it's a DC because I can't stand G3 bodies. So yeah.
Well, apparently they feel really hollow if they're not like the weight isn't distributed correctly, right? It just feels really hollow.
Yeah, and I actually like try making famous G3 mods too, but then it wasn't as good as I expected or I thought about. But then yeah, I just quit from spinning single-sided mods. So, but yeah, just whatever you feel like, I guess. It has to be you. Like I think Metal Kamsa is also like a you thing now, right, Hobby?
It became a me thing, I think, just because I just inadvertently became one. Like I don't know, like I don't know how it became a thing really, but I don't know. I came back. I posted a solo. I started spinning a lot, and I was just more active. And people were just like, "Oh, it's hobby now. So this is hobby mod, huh? This is the hobby mod." And then weirdly enough, like I didn't really talk that much in the pet modding Discord server, and then I remember like talking to Snakes at some point. Like I just began to talk to him, and he said like, "Oh yeah, I knew about your metal comms and stuff like even before, like going like he knew about it before.
What before
like, yeah, he didn't even
oh.
like. I don't know if he even looked at the workshop that much. He just kind of like knew about it anyway. I don't know why. But people started just making metal comms. And I did notice like someone making metal comms or some people, and they would like add like different tips or do different things. I just think it's kind of interesting how much like people really like are affected by other people that are using a certain mod.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you see, I mean, Akai's pretty like well known in Vietnam. So like not in Vietnam in general, but you know, Vietnam pen spin community obviously. But
it's now VNPS.
Well, VNPS, sorry. But
now, yeah.
Neko is even more well known, but Akai, like you see people who spin Akai's mods, you know, right?
Right.
And when people spin Akai's mods, you're like, oh, well, maybe are they? And you see them spin somewhat similar to Kai, you're like, what's happening here? So it's like, because if you spin Akai's mod now, because it's such like so much of like him as an identity of him, like if you try to spin it and you spin somewhat similar, everyone's just gonna be like, this guy's just copying or something, you know.
But what I feel like about other people spinning my mod is that they don't really spin the same way that I do, right? So it's like, it's okay. They're trying. At least, like I'm glad people are trying out my mod to see how it feels like. And I got some negative feedbacks about how hard it is to spin my mod. So I'm like, it's okay. It's a me thing anyway. So, MX designs were pretty.
Yeah, MX designs are pretty nice. I think MX is like just such a nice looking mod, but such horrible crap to spin.
I think the idea of like being able to do your own insert and print it out, you know, and even like in some more advanced mods or like G3, right? You can even put like insert inside the back cap. I think that is very important, and making your own mod as well. Like, oh, this design is like by me, right?
Yeah, other people might like paint their own like inserts too. Or, like,
yeah, or draw it with their hands. Yeah.
Or like Cubic was like painting his own mods and like doing all this stuff.
Apparently, he's very passionate about it, and yeah, it's like, yeah, you do your thing. I'm glad people are trying out new things and experimenting, right? But yeah. So by the way, when you see other people spin my mod, it looks kind of weird.
I think it looks kind of weird because the only problem is like Akai has been so like Akai is red, okay? Akai is red, right? So if anyone spins Akai's mod and it's red, it's just like you're trying to be Akai almost, because you could have chosen different colors, you know. And whenever like at least back then, whenever I wanted to like get a mod that like was like somewhat common, like a KT or something, I was trying to choose a color that people don't really choose as much.
But then you chose red.
What? Yeah, red is like still somewhat common, but it's like, I don't know.
Oh, I think I think only like Rose spins it really. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like as common as like Howl's, KT,
or black, right? White and black. Yeah.
So I didn't. I just. It's nice to choose something that kind of makes you different. Yeah.
And motivates you to spend more too.
Yeah, I remember. Well, I don't know where that picture was. I don't know if you can find it, but I remember Coffee or someone post like a picture of like really nice Akai mods. Different colors
pictures.
and stuff. On Instagram.
Oh, it was Coffee. It was Coffee. It was the
Coffee?
variegated Marilis.
Can you find it or no?
Sure. Yeah, he made a blue one, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks super nice. It looks really good. And when you look at it, you're like, yeah, it looks like a Akai mod, but it's not. It doesn't look like Akai's mod.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm glad I got my name really tied into the color, man.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Wait, where is it?
I mean, your name is red. Like
Yeah.
your name like means red apparently, right?
Here's Coffee's version of this mod right here.
You post it?
Oh yeah, Snakes and Soli or Frost also made like different colors of that
Oh
mod
yeah.
because of Vortex, right? So he made that mod.
Oh, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Cool. You just gotta change it up a bit. Change the colors up. Change the colors up.
I think honestly, like it's a bit hard to spin for like newer spinners, I guess.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I just mean like just in general, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just change the colors up for different mods.
Yeah.
Make it you if you want.
Make it you.
We'll try to make it you, you know. Just I mean you don't have to, but I'm just letting you know that people will like unconsciously end up like expecting something out of a mod that you might spin. It's same with setup too. Like people might see someone copying a setup and they're just like, oh, this person's trying really hard to be this spinner or that spinner, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean those are things that exist in pen spinning that we need to pay attention to. So, I guess, yeah.
I mean, in the future, maybe we'll do a setup episode. Maybe next episode, actually. But we'll see.
Yeah. But I guess like the people here today like already know what they're doing, right?
Yeah,
By looking at
really knows what they're doing. If anyone is new, I know you're scared. Like if you're lurking, that's
You're
totally
scared.
fine. You don't have to ask. You don't have to ask anything. It's cool if you're just chilling. But we are willing to answer questions if you want. If someone's
Yeah.
an asshole in the chat, we'll just tell them to stop, and we'll just
Right.
be. We're not gonna like be an asshole to you. Don't worry.
Yep, just anything, right? It's AHT, man.
Yeah. But yeah, you know.
Yep.
Mods are, and it's already been like more than 30 minutes, which is crazy to me.
Doesn't feel that long though.
It felt like it was like
30,
15 or 20
15,
minutes.
20.
Yeah.
Man. Wait, I'm enjoying this mod again. Okay.
Oh, wait, which one? Which one?
What?
Oh, the white mod? Well, you took the tips off, right? It's really light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I
the other
did.
thing is like when you see the white mods, right? You're like, oh, it's like a heavy mod, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at it for a second, it's not that heavy. Look at the way Akai's spinning that. It's not actually that heavy. It's actually pretty light. But whenever people look at like full white mods, they expect like, oh, Buster, oh, like some heavy thing.
Or was it Ivan?
Yeah, Ivan or something.
Yeah. People don't really spin white mods anymore, right? Like whole white, full white.
Oh well, they have the center thing now, right? A lot of them have like the
Yeah,
center
it's
section,
a
like
trend.
a connector.
It's a mod trend. Yeah.
It's a connector.
It
People
is,
just used to
yeah.
use tape or something. You know, people use a
Right.
connector.
Yep, and they start cutting grips for the connector. I mean,
Buster.
it's cool. It's cool. A Buster. I used to have a similar Buster to you, Javi.
Really, with the red?
Yeah, with the red, of course. But I didn't have the black rings.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, very simple and yeah. I was spinning like the pencil effort, so it was a nightmare. Is it pencil
Something I did on
efforts?
Twitter.
Is it are those tips like pencil tips or gel?
What, this?
The tips.
These
effort
are the
tips.
heaviest tips ever.
Oh
It's the
my
fucking-
god. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure anyways. I didn't make this mod.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but I still enjoy it. Snakes and Soli. Identity and definition of my individuality. Subconscious goal. That's cool. Okay. Snakes. Alright. But anyway.
Catching up in chat.
Trying to read. There's so many things on my other screen now, so I'm like, oh, I can't even read them all.
We can still talk about some other stuff. There's still some other stuff for us to talk about.
Let's do it.
Like, how do you guys feel about I'm assuming a lot of you guys use other mods to practice certain tricks, right? It's not just me. I know a lot of people do this. And people talk about like, oh, spin heavy mods first, right? And then in order to get tricks down and then go to light mods to make them, refine them and make them all nice looking. People have that idea as well. And it's not the worst idea, but it is a path you can take. It's not it's just an option. But it is like a lot of like change. Your style will be changing a lot, and like your spinning will be changing a lot because of it. So it's something to be aware of if you do choose that route. But the other method that I think a lot of people use is they stick with their main mod, which is in my case Melkamza, or in Akai's case Poinsettia for now. For now,
grinding
until he finds another mod and he's just like, oh, I really like this mod. But they'll spin heavier mods to practice on and lighter mods to practice on. And that way you can use heavier mods to like practice certain tricks and use lighter mods like DC, Kamza. Like I have like all these. You see all these Kamzas, right? They're all just Kamzas with different varying like grip rings. So some are lighter, and then there's one that doesn't have anything, right? And then this one doesn't have anything. This is a metal Kamza with tips, but with no grips, right? So you use all these to practice on and kind of refine like your execution or whatever you need. Or your consistency, you know. And then the heavier mods are good for getting the feeling of a certain trick first. Like, you know, the stupid like fucking fishing thing I did, like like I actually practiced it. I couldn't do it on my metal Kamza, so I practiced it on this first. And after I kind of got the motion, I was just like, okay, let me do it on this. And that's just how I practice certain tricks sometimes. So it's okay to do that, but you know.
It's fine. Just whatever feels comfortable, and just enjoy the progress, I guess. But yeah, we don't really.
Spinning is about the journey, not the destination.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. All right.
I mean, you do. That's basically what you're saying.
I'll note it down. Okay. But yeah, I mean, when we talk about different mods, like especially when you talk about like two entirely different, like your Metal Kamza and the Buster, right?
Right.
I used to think in a different way. Like I thought that practicing on a light mod would help transfer that skill over to a heavier mod for some reason.
It can. But it's harder to get the motion of certain tricks.
Yeah, and I mean that's true too. When you talked about like motion, like you learn fishing with the heavier mod first, but then for me it was like, oh, if you could do this on an MX, then you can do this on virtually everything, and like anything else. But true. I was kind of wrong in the sense that when you switch back, like or myself, right, when I switch back to like a heavier mods, I couldn't feel the pen the same way as I did with an MX, right? So I was like,
I don't think I need to stop spinning this. I think I'm torturing you guys by spinning that mod. It looks terrible.
But yeah, learning tech tricks. Let me read the chat first. What's the friends? I don't even know how to say the Sonic, man.
Cthulhu Sonic?
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu.
Sounds
yeah, you know H.P. Lovecraft. Cthulhu, the big octopus monster thing.
Cthulhu Sonic.
I know that's such a stupid name. Okay, honestly, but I will accept it just because I know it's a thing.
Yeah, and
but let's be honest, every pen spinning name is a stupid name anyway. So.
Demon Sonic. Cthulhu, lighter stuff. Yeah, I think it's more popular to go from heavier mod to like lighter mods, right, Hobby?
Yeah, it's another way to do it.
I think it's more popular or more common.
I mean, I went from heavy mods to lighter mods, but that was more about style change and like different.
It's not about like training. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's only about like the mod that I bring outside and the mod that I don't. So, I guess for this mod, for example, like I can do both. I'll bring it outside and stay in Sun Spin too.
I have no idea why it's called Sonic. Okay.
Like the character.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah, the Hedgehog.
But like...
You know, like so fast, you know, like
I know, gotta go fast.
I don't really know like what the people the people yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, I guess Sonic does spin, but I honestly don't know, by the way.
Yeah,
I could figure,
don't.
I don't actually know. That's because that's like a trick that was came up with like a long time ago.
Uh-huh. I mean, I still
mean,
don't
you
know.
just
I still don't know why Japanese people call a thumb around a normal.
yeah, I don't know.
Normaru.
Just do whatever. Just the naming is. There's a reason why RPD was so upset when he was writing his book
All
about
right.
names. Okay, so just don't worry about the names. As long as everyone agrees that that's the name, that's cool. You know.
Yeah, he had like what was it like? He has like English, Japanese, and Korean names, and
Right, yeah.
he didn't get why like the Koreans call certain tricks. Yeah, it's funny.
We
Translation.
cannot confirm or deny if Sepala is correct about that, but he said possibly, so I'll give him that. But it's probably it might be. I don't know the history. RPD would know, but I can't say for sure. Maybe I mean Sepala might have read the RPD's book, so I'd
Yeah.
be surprised. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for that book to be out. By the way, I want to buy it.
Same.
I want to buy it.
I'm waiting for the printed version.
Yeah, RPD's making a book about pen spinning history and notation. So, and he's gonna print a book about it. So, I
And
wanna
some trick
buy it.
names, maybe.
Yeah, it's just a cool collector's item, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
you put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't use different mods to train or anything. Just, I guess like when you spin, you know, like people who are inspired by Isaac spinning really like spinning his mod because you know the tricks that he does and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And I guess it's like the possibility that you were talking about, like, oh, this person can do it with this mod, then that means I can too. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
more,
exactly.
Yeah, it's more like the mentality thing to me, yeah. But it's hard, man. Learning how is hard.
I mean, that's why you're doing your own thing now.
Yeah.
And I like your spinning now, so
Well, yeah. And I like your comms are spinning, man.
thank you.
Thank you.
I haven't
Hobby
been
mod, hobby
making-
mod.
Hobby mod.
Yeah.
This is actually not a metal comms. It's a super rare special version of AHT.
Oh god. I'm just gonna make a metal comms and call it hobby mod.
You still haven't made a metal com. You know what you should do? Make a metal Kamsa out of that Dong A Toru non-drive.
Yeah.
The red one. Yeah, make a Kamsa mod out of that.
But still, I don't know, man. I'm not sure about like 4 red mods anymore. Like,
Really?
I'm thinking
You don't
of
like
something
full red?
else. I'm thinking of something else.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna do black? I want you to do more black body.
black and
Just
red?
because it shows up so well.
Oh,
on your,
sure. I can do a different version. Yeah. Let me
because
think
I feel
about
like
it.
the spitting effect of on your gray background, right? I mean, we have a similar background, so it's
Mhm.
nice. I mean, look at how well the black shows up, right?
Right. I mean, I started off with black and red too, so that's fine. Take away from seeing Isaac spin and using his mod is finding out what it may not have seen as it's 10x longer in my hand. That Isaac mod is so freaking long, man.
I mean, Isaac's hand is the same size as my hand.
Yeah, but I mean, it still looks long in his.
That's because
On
the
his
mod
hand,
itself
right?
is long. Like
Yeah.
you told me.
It
you told
is,
me
it
that
is.
his kind of philosophy behind making mods is not too heavy, not heavy, but lots of momentum.
Right. And I guess that's how like people like their mod structure to be, yeah.
But what does momentum mean?
Well, coming soon.
Coming soon
Coming soon.
on Pen Modding World.
Tournament.
Pen spinning online pen modding world.
Why don't we talk about like changing your mod too much?
I mean,
What's your take?
what's my take? You should just. It depends on how much is too much. But like you should stick with one mod. Mainly as long as you can switch as much as you want, as long as you're still retaining as much skill, like pen spinning skill with your main mod as much as possible. Like
Right.
basically try not to lose your skill of doing certain tricks, because there's certain mods that are better to do certain tricks on, right? Like even yes, you're spinning a main mod. There's certain tricks that are better for your main mod, and there's certain tricks that are better for like Buster or something, right? But just because you can do it better on a different mod doesn't mean you should. Because it kind of splits your skill among different mods now. Now you won't be able to like make one video of just you using one mod, right?
Yeah, I guess if you want to switch it up a little bit, you can use the same mod but with different colors. I guess that's how the Japanese MX spinners do, right? They spin like every different color.
Well, I just mean like you can switch mods, but I mean I'm scared to switch mods. You know this about me. I'm scared to switch mods because I'm scared to like spin something for a day and just lose my skill on it. Because I've had bad experiences with like MX and stuff like that, and so it's just like you do like after you abandon like a mod too much and you spin like a specific mod too much, like I did. Like I spun MX and just like didn't spin anything else for a while. And we're not talking like just a few weeks or like just a couple days. If you spin it for like months, maybe years, you're gonna lose all the skill that you had before, really. Because you didn't practice it. Unless it's like super ingrained in your muscle memory. Stuff like this.
Right.
Certain things don't escape you. Like this, obviously stuck with me. I can still do it. Even though I never use this in combo, right?
Was it like 8 years ago when you started doing that, or?
Something. It was when I was like 3 to 5 years, maybe. It was like 2012.
Yeah, so certain things do stick together. Yeah, to stick with you throughout
Yeah,
time.
so just
right?
don't change it too much, but should be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really spend anything besides like stylogy anymore, so I can tell. But I mean, when I spin this mod, it feels like so much different, and I can still do certain things that I usually do, but it doesn't feel the same and it doesn't feel as good. So I guess I can't just switch back and forth between these mods. So
Yeah, but the thing with power tricks, JV, is that those are meant to stick with you. Those are the type of tricks that you grind a lot, specifically on their own. So they kind of stick with you no matter what. Especially if you do something like that on MX. So
but doing SS on MX is like wait for the style guide, right?
what?
Like some tricks don't fit with like the mods. Is what I mean.
I mean,
yeah.
but you know, there's still ways to do it.
Right.
That's the thing. There's exceptions to everything, right?
Like Ken's MX spinning, right?
Well, we're not talking.
very
We're not here to
different.
be talking about style.
Yeah. Talking about mod usage anyway, so.
Yeah, mod usage. I know it all links back to like what you kind of want to do, but I know. There's something on my grip that's just bought. Is it just like dented or something? Is it? Oh, I think I broke it.
Oh god, did you?
Did I rip it or something? What the heck? I think I tore it a little bit. There's like a dot here. You can't really see it. It's so gross. I don't know if you want to. Never mind, I won't show you.
Okay, just don't. Low key practicing cardioid again.
I'm just enjoying doing the Sonic thing.
The Sonic thing, yeah.
Huh.
Huh.
Huh. Also this, I really want to practice this, right? If you have any other questions, you guys can ask as well. But you guys are all, I feel like all the people who watch this are just, they kind of know what they're doing. I don't know how much it
Yeah.
actually helps.
I mean, look at the names. Like I think they all know what they're doing. I guess it's more of like a discussion, right? Like
It's like, yeah, a discussion reminder, and like, I guess they can use that knowledge to help teach other newer spinners too. So
yeah, influence people, right? Lifestyle spinning.
influencer.
Oh no, not the word. No. But yeah,
Lifestyle.
lifestyle.
I know you like that Padres tweet where he was like, I didn't really look at it.
No, you
He
did.
was like
You
in the
didn't?
office.
Uh huh.
I didn't watch the video, but I saw it. I don't have autoplay on my
No.
Twitter. Like it doesn't autoplay videos on my tweet deck. So
Uh.
Tom Booter, you would say that because you're a super fan, though.
But I mean, like,
But I
yeah,
do
people.
appreciate it. Don't get
Oh,
me wrong.
some great. Where should you finish? Wait, there's a new comment. New
Hmm?
question. What are some great ways to combine square parts? Spare parts. Sorry. I can't see the
Ooh,
screen.
that's good. That's a great question for you, Akai. Go for
After
it.
you finish making mods.
So, what are some great ways to combine spare parts after you finish making mods? So, you mean like, what are some good ways to
Using the
use
spare
your spare
parts?
parts? Yeah.
Let me think about like the past a little bit because
Yeah. Think about what you have done and stuff. Well, while you're thinking, I think it just depends on what the parts are, really, right? Depends on what the parts
yeah.
are and what you can do with them and like stuff like that. I know it feels like really. I don't know about you guys, but like I have this like I have a trash parts kind of drawer in my modding drawer, and it's just like a bunch of trash parts that you can never mod with, really, and it just feels always super bad to like just you take the tip and the grip off and you just throw it in, and it's just like this leftover plastic carcass and just throw it away. It just feels wrong in a way, you know. So I have like this container where I just have a bunch of shit in it. It's just a bunch of like random dead parts. Most of it's like usable, I think, but yeah.
Well, okay.
If you have a
Okay.
lot of spare ink tubes, by the way, you should, and you feel like you don't want to lose them or you don't want to throw them away. You could save them, and then you'll have a pen that probably lasts forever because you have inks that you can replace.
Okay.
I mean, they
Now we're
might not
talking
fit
about
in every
mods.
pen, but you could still make it work.
No, I'm thinking of spare parts.
Yeah, I was thinking about
So
spare
I
parts.
need
So
to
I'm
pull
trying
it up.
to talk about something else to give you time.
Yeah. I mean, for now, I think of two different ways. What is it? So say like when you make a Stargy mod, right? You're left with like these back plugs. You can see it on my screen, Hobby. So when you disassemble the Stargy bodies, you're left with like this back plug thing, and you can use it for other mods. Like try screwing it onto the tool body, right? And it works. Things like that. You can use the leftover parts for different mods or even like come up with like new ideas. But this is one way, and the other way is I used to make a mod using this body, and it used to be like a cover for a pen, so it's like this, right? Something like that. So I just took it off, and I used the tips for other mods, but I used this part as a cap for a different mod too. So, I mean, be creative. I don't know.
Be creative. That's all you can say.
Yeah,
Really.
be
But
creative.
if you mean, it depends on what you mean by spare parts. You mean like junk, like there's parts where it's just kind of junk that you kind of have, you just don't really do much with. There's also if you have like spare tips or spare like grips and stuff and spare bodies, then that's a different story. You can make something with that for sure.
Yeah, and I think for most modders, they just slap like cut grips together on a new mod by not cutting new grips. You know what I mean? Like leftover grips. You can just like, oh, maybe this one needs a ring or something, and then oh, you happen to have it, right?
Or you just be like me and hate modding and just never do it unless
Yeah,
you
make
really
one
have to.
mod and then call it a day.
Yeah, and just
That's
have
all.
a bunch of collected like pens and just never use them. A lot of people do that. I'm never gonna trade any of them really, because so much effort, it's so annoying.
Right. I think it's kind of hard.
Unless it's like in person, obviously. In person, it's easier.
Mm.
Yeah, didn't you want me to make a metal console for you, Akai? That's what you wanted, right?
Yep. But I know you don't have red caps.
Yeah, I don't really have red caps.
Red comes the caps. Yeah, I mean, I saw Mozik.
OZQ?
Yeah, Mozik from Poland, right? And he was spinning this weird mod, and it was red or something. And I was like,
Like Mosey. Like that?
can I have the
I know it's like
parts?
the Q is capitalized, right? So it's like
Yeah, it is.
Mosey CQ, something like that. Or is it? Was there even E? I don't even know.
There is, yeah. Yeah, Mozik. And I saw that he was spinning a weird mod, right? And I was like, oh, this part is red. Like, can I have it? And then I ended up like trading it with some of my parts that I brought along the trip. It's like, yeah, he knows. I think it's kind of hard because the type of people who would benefit the most from podcasting articles are usually the type of people who listen and read them. Yeah, I guess what we like randomly talk about also matters, right, Hobby? I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess I'll try to be more coherent with like the topics. Oh no, no!
What?
I like that on the Buster more.
Oh, what I'm doing?
But yeah,
Oops, I accidentally clicked out of the thing. Oops.
It's
You
alright.
want me to do this instead?
Yeah.
The reason why I'm doing this is it's not because this is different than doing this. This is like up, down, and then turn like this. It's like this. It's like wait. It's like this, like that almost. It's like almost like that. Like oh, it's like this, this, like that. It's like X.
I think
It's not like this. It's
I think
like
I learned
X.
some pad race stuff. Like this thing, like he curl and I flick right, like tension and release.
Yeah, definitely.
Like this, like right here, and then
Oh,
you,
well, this is your finisher, right? You did this in like the
yeah,
CV. Like the who
so fun to do, man.
is it?
It is. Yeah.
That's why stuff like this
Yeah,
is fun.
like this. Oh, I did it on cam, Hobby.
Oh, you did it like perfectly, actually.
Nice, dude.
I can't even do it now.
But, but yeah, I was playing around with the tension release thing, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is pad race stuff.
I mean, I think you've already been doing that, though. Most people already do that. It's just they don't call it potential release. They just call it pacing and like, well, good pacing and stuff.
You mean the flick or what?
No, just the flow of tricks in general. But I think the flick, if you're talking about the flick, then that's more of a Patrick's thing, yeah. Because he always does aerials. That's his thing.
stand up pad race probably the most like, what is it? The best version of himself. I don't know. He showcases the trick pretty well, but yeah, okay. Using spare parts.
Using spare parts.
I'm still thinking about it.
You're still thinking about it.
Yeah, and then I remember like I threw like a box of like spare parts away.
Really?
Yeah. Like cut crepes, and I you know me, like I use for now like the modding philosophy for me is like using whole parts instead of like cut. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm different now. It's different now. It's different, yeah. But if you can sand your caps well, like modders, and I guess you can use spare parts in a different way. Yeah.
Wish I got to talk to Padres more. I should try to talk to him more. He's so busy though.
Always a blessing.
He's so the problem is he's so busy.
Yeah. I think people, like most people, are busy. Yeah.
Yeah, most people are always busy.
Like always, you don't really like you message them and then 1 week later they reply.
Well, that's not really what happens usually. People, I mean, Patrick's like he says that he's usually free to like text chat, so maybe I should just bother him then. But I mean, the last time I talked to Padres like in voice was when I interviewed him for the moderator thing.
For me, it
Like, I
was
actually
the
interviewed
stream.
Yeah, well, I wasn't there at the stream, right? So The problem with that stream was I could barely hear you guys because it was so laggy.
It's alright. It was alright. It was fun. Experimental.
So is this podcast. Experimental.
Experimental. But we made it to the 7th episode, right? So
Yeah, we made it to the 7th episode.
nice.
Nice.
And yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just happy.
Happy.
Yeah. You remember like how tired I was before a stream? Now it's like, yeah, I'm all like energized now.
I'm still tired, actually.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about
You
style.
know why?
Right?
Okay, I'll be super honest. Okay, let me be super honest.
All right.
Usually we talk about stuff and I get into it and stuff.
Right.
I feel like Akai, you're enjoying yourself, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm actually not enjoying myself that much, and the reason why I realized is because we're talking about mods.
right. It's okay. But you got
But
your
it's such
point
an
down.
important part
Mhm.
of like thing. Are there any common substitutes of the emboss? Akai, do you have an answer? I don't know if you have an answer, but I'm gonna link you something that might be helpful for you. I've never seen you around before, so I'm assuming you're from Reddit or something. But there is a Discord server called the International Pen Modding Discord server that has like a bunch of pen modders and people who will be able to answer your questions. So if you're interested, you can join that, and that should help you out quite a bit.
There you go.
But do you have an answer though, Kai?
I'm thinking
'Cause I
about
don't
like
know
the Fabrico, right? The black
Fabrico
bar.
or something?
Yeah. But usually they're like known to be embosses, so it's like,
Yeah, people just call them embosses, right?
yep. I'm in the workshop. Oh,
Oh,
here
you're
it
in the
is.
workshop.
And there's like a modding help in right
Oh
the
yeah,
channel.
yeah. There's modding help, but in the workshop. But the pen modding Discord server is also a good resource as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because the workshop is more about pen spinning, but if we're talking like specific pen modding stuff, I would like the other servers probably also pretty good. Either way it works, but it's just something to look at, and it's fun to look at other people's mods and stuff too. So
Damn. Oh.
but yeah, I feel bad because I wish I like I kind of want to enjoy this more, but it's just like mods, and I'm just like, man, like, why am I not
That's
enjoying this?
alright because you got your point down though about like the beginning, especially. It was
Yeah.
extremely like helpful for the topic. Yeah.
Not
And-
that under the desk. There's so much dust. It's the worst.
Oh.
So gross. Hate it when I do that.
Ugh.
Here's the real question. Here's how you feel disgusting. How often do you disinfect your pen mod? Probably never.
Pen mod or pen bod? What do you say? Pen mod. Oh.
Yeah. How often do you disinfect your pen mod? Probably never. Is my
10
guess.
years. And then you kind
Your pen mods are
of
probably
throw
the most
away.
disgusting thing in the world. Not gonna probably.
Yeah.
But I don't clean it that much either. I'll be honest with you. Most people
Who
don't.
does, man? Who does?
Yeah, but it is like one of the grossest things ever.
I guess this topic is in a relevant, man. Is relevant to the.
Yeah, I guess it's somewhat relevant, but
Yeah.
still not pen spinning. So I'm still like slightly like, eh.
I mean, some crepes could get very yellowy, you know.
I have
weird
those.
color. My
have
my
those.
Katie is like that now, so I'm like,
Yeah, it's not that bad. Mine's actually lightly yellow.
Mine's
It's not that
really bad, dude. Like, the grapes are really hard. You feel like you're putting a cap on.
Like if I did hold it like this, you can't really tell it's that. Only when I go like this, you can tell. It's like slightly yellow. I don't think it's because when my pre-puberty hands were not fucking like oily. Okay, so.
Lol. but
Maybe
by the
that
way,
would be a different story.
why Kamsa caps never get yellow, right?
White comms, the caps never get yellow.
Yeah, do they?
Yeah, why would they? It's plastic.
I don't know, man. Some plastics are weird too.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not, Sepala.
I am.
No, Sepala.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He said he swabbed his mods and placed the organisms on a petri dish and found out about the large amount of variations of bacteria colonies. I don't know if I believe you.
He sent a pic of his result of the result once.
I don't know if I believe you. You could be telling the truth, but I can't tell.
Yeah. The only time it's clean is when something breaks and gets replaced.
Yeah,
by a new
exactly.
part. Oh god. I feel bad for those like VP caps, you know. It breaks in a very brutal way and looks, oh god, feels bad, man. Feels bad.
Oh, you mean the cap? Like
Yeah, the back.
like
Yeah.
the crack on the like
you can't really do anything about it, right?
like on like here, right?
Yeah,
Like, on the thing.
yeah.
I don't want to see it, Supla. Don't post it. I don't want to see it. I don't need to know. Some things are better left unknown.
Right.
He probably posted it anyways. Let's be honest. But I'm not looking. I swear to not look. I refuse to look.
Oh. There's so many mods that I want to try, but I would rather like try other people's mods than making it myself, you know.
Mhm. Ooh, that was a good one. Yo, that was good. Sometimes when you do, yo, that felt good. Right? Sometimes when you do something, you're like, ooh, that was nice.
Yo.
The main thing I impressed myself with my ability to do the Weiss Neo bag. That was actually really smooth.
Feels good,
I should
man.
learn how to do this trick. I instead of like, cause I already know how to do this, right? Like a shadow 2, 3, 4, and the Weiss back to 3, 4, and then you can go like this with the Sonic. I kind of want to learn to do back to 3, 4, but do the pass, right?
The Riazon?
Yeah, the Riazon. I mean, it's not the Riazon, it's common linkage, but Riazon does it really well.
Mm.
You have to like do it at this right exact spot to like do the pass. Well, you don't have to, but in order to make it look really good, you make it exact.
Right.
Oh my god, Sepala tagged me. I bet he tagged me. I refuse to look at it. I refuse. I'm gonna mark it as red and just not look at it.
God damn it, Hobby.
I don't want to look at it, dude.
Okay.
I said I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't want to look at it, but no, I'm gonna actually look at it. No, I'm not gonna do that. Not doing that.
Wipers is so fun, by the way.
You want to talk about spinning effect at all, or do you think that's that's more like a very modding specific thing? We could talk about it.
Or it could be a setup thing too.
Yeah, it's also a setup thing. Yeah, the gray background, very nice.
Yep, it's neutral.
Optimal.
Spin black mod right on this table, right? So.
See, it looks good. Let me know if you think that black mods look good in this table with Akai, because I think it does.
Spin effect.
It's light, right? Is that heavier or lighter than your other?
Lighter,
Your
lighter.
setup? Really?
By 2 or 3 grams, yeah. Skull spin effect.
It's not even that gross. It's okay. I still refuse to do it. I will stand true to my word. It's okay if it's not even that gross. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man. About spinning effect, I don't think there's a lot of like variety. Because I want to keep my mod like very
How about the
consistent,
spinning
right?
effect? Just think about the color contrast between your background and your thing, and also if the colors are different on each end of your pen. There you go. Simple answer.
Simple. Yeah, there you go.
But
Yeah.
in terms of getting into like exactly what works and your setup, I
mean,
know.
if we are talking about that, I can say one thing.
What?
I hate mods with too many rings on it. No, like too many. That's fine. I'm talking about Firefly G3,
Oh yeah.
or like having 6 different rings that have
Actually, another
contrast.
thing that I
and,
feel
yeah.
like is a problem is like one side is a black cap and the other side is the same cap color as the barrel.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
So you mean like drowsy
Like,
kind of thing, like white cap, white body, but then the other cap is like purple or like pink or something, right?
yeah, I don't like that much.
So uneven, right? You don't like
Yeah.
that? Oh, okay.
Well, the problem is not that it's uneven. Well, it looks uneven only because it doesn't look like there's a cap on the other side because it blends in too much with the barrel,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
That's the only. I mean, if you're good at spinning, I don't care, but it just still doesn't look that great, in my opinion. But that's
Yeah.
just my opinion, right? So how much does that actually matter? I don't know.
Not really. Our opinions don't matter that much, Hobby. God damn it. God damn it.
But we're influencers, right?
Oh god, no, not that word. Yeah. Oh. It gets me go like, yeah.
You're usually the person that keeps telling me that we're influencers.
No, I'm just
not
joking to
me saying
you,
that
man. Because
You
I
usually mess with me saying, "Oh, we're influencers."
Because
You know,
I
I'm just
know you don't
"Oh
like the
God."
word, man. That's why.
And I'm saying it to you now, and then now you're like, "Oh God."
God, yeah, I know how it feels.
I made a mod. Oh, you made a mod with so many any ball wings. You have to stack some on top of each other. There's grip stacking stuff. I don't know about any balls on any balls, but there's grip stacking stuff that people do actually use. Like this is
Yeah.
grip stack.
Grip
This is
stack. Works really well though. Some of them are like perfectly made. You know what I mean?
The reason why this is a grip stack is because this is a cheap Kamsa. It's like, it's not a metal Kamsa. It's like, basically there's tips here that don't fit into the cap. So the grip stack like helps keep it in place basically. So that's basically what this is. This is Fedora's cheap Kamsa.
Grip
actually.
stack. Grip stack right here.
That's not grip stack. It's not grip stack.
What is it not? This grip's over the other grip, right?
Wait, is it actually? I can't tell if you're joking or not.
No, that's how my mod is made, dude.
Really? I didn't watch the tutorial, so I can't tell if you're joking.
So this is G2 grip.
Oh no, the grip fucking broke.
Oh god, there you go. But yeah, this is Doctor grip over G2 grip, dude.
Doctor grip over G2 grip? Okay.
Look at this. Yeah, Doctor.
Oh, it's like a...
G2.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay. I understand.
Grip stack.
Yeah. But it doesn't look like a grip stack because the bottom part looks like it's just because of the cap. It sticks out
cap?
because of the cap. Right?
The bottom.
Wait, it's a full G2?
Yes.
Oh my god, I don't know how you... does it fit into the Doctor grip properly? Like, without you having to stretch it too much?
No, it fits perfectly. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so at least it's not too much of an issue putting it in.
Yeah, but
How do you
like,
put grips on, typically? Do you, like, use water or something? I use water.
no, this mod. I mean, this one is very easy to put on. Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, if you're doing grip stack like this, it's, like, kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean, especially like two tight grips, right?
Yeah.
It's like G2 over G2 is like a pain in the ass. Yeah.
G2 over anything is a pain in the ass. G2 is such a thin
Oh
grip.
god, it reminds me of some mod that people did that. Oh god, I forgot what it is. Oh. Yeah. Oh god, hurts my fingers. Eh? Ow.
Yeah, because you're doing this, right? You're just like...
Oh, I think it's Ikusafude. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Menawa emboss.
So the bulky ass ends have like a million like grip stacks on it?
Yeah, million. Like that's like the definition of grip stacking, dude.
Oh god.
But
It
then,
does hurt your fingers.
I mean, when
It does hurt your fingers.
I watched Vortex's tutorial, I saw him like stretching the grip before, before putting it on.
I'm sure he has a better method of doing it than most of us.
Yeah, a lot
Most
of
of us
modders can be
just like our
creative.
fingers hurt.
That's why my mods are easy to make. Oh yeah, but putting G2 on this tool body was
Have you made one?
I did this one. This red one right here.
That's a
G2.
That's the heavy mod. No, it's not the. Was
No,
it
it's not.
Ikusa?
No, not that one.
Ikusa
Fude. Yeah.
Fude.
Ikusa
said
fade.
Yeah, but he said he had an A in chat, so I thought I wasn't sure because I don't know the full word.
Yeah. Ikusa.
I didn't realize he misspelled it.
Ikusa fade. English name.
Fade.
Ikusa fade. But yeah, G2s. I mean, they're so accessible though.
That's
Can't
true.
lie. Not gonna deny it. So feels good. Yep. And I think we covered most of the topics, right?
Yeah. Means 4:30 now.
Yeah.
Do you want to like switch? We should probably end the stream pretty soon. Actually,
Okay, I
you can
switched
use
to the
galvanized
outro.
steel wire to stretch the G2 grip.
Wire?
How does that work?
I mean,
Oh,
I
do you mean like you have wire? You put wire like pretty stiff wire inside, and you pull it apart. Like you put it inside like the thing, and then you go like this with the wire or something. Why don't you just use pliers? You can use pliers and like go like that. Like stretch it like put grip like here, and just go like this. I do that when I stretch grips, when I need to put grips over something, actually. I won't, like, stretch it that much with the pliers because I'm scared to break it or anything. But I'll put it, like, here, and then I'll just, like, pull it apart. And then I'll just, like, move the grip, turn it to the side, and then do this again. And then keep turning it so it's even. The stretch is pretty even.
Battle brush. That's the English
Well,
name.
he has a tutorial. Okay, I'm interested. Battle brush? War brush?
Ikusa fude. Yeah.
Oh, it uses like a calligraphy brush or something.
Or maybe that's just the name.
Oh, that's the name. Okay.
Yeah, that's the name, like the English name for the mod.
I thought it used like it doesn't make sense that it uses like calligraphy brush at all. Actually,
Yeah, it's only embosses and like
it's only
grips, stuff. Yeah.
You know what does use it is Hibachi mod.
Hibachi. Yes.
Yeah, Hibachi mod.
This thing where I wait. No, I have it, but I can't.
You have one?
No, I have the brush word. Is it like this? Similar to this one? Like the color?
I think so. Yeah, I saw something like that.
I never made
I
the
spun
mod
it before. I met up with a bunch of people and Dark Rose had it, and I spun it. And I was like, this feels interesting. It just feels like a mod with like the most bulkiest. Like it
Grip?
just feels like a mod with the bulkiest grips at the end ever.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me how hard it was to make because he had to stretch the grips over or something.
Oh god, over gripping. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're in the outro now, by the way.
In outro.
Let's go. What was it last time? Don't die.
Don't die, yes.
Don't die. It's getting hot over here, by the way. It's like.
I think it's just because we've been talking. I'm gonna take a shower after this, by the way.
Oh, that's good. It's good. Feels good, man. But yeah, we covered everything. Okay. Can think about the next topic later on. Okay. Oh, you muted yourself, Hobby.
Wait, how did I mute myself? What the hell? God damn it! Where did I stop talking?
Oh god.
At what point did I start talking? Stop talking.
You're gonna take a shower after this, yeah.
Yes, I was gonna take a shower after this, and then I said something like, Tigres, I wanted to talk to Tigres after, like later today.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hope that he doesn't have like his job call him again, and then I can't talk because he's busy. Mm.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully. I just want to talk to him about some stuff. I have some stuff I need to talk to him about. Also just for fun, but there are a few things I want to talk to him about. Like style guide, obviously. I want to run him.
What
I wanna
about
give
what
him-
about World Tournament 21?
Maybe a little bit, but I'm not super interested in that.
Yeah. Just gonna
There's
be
some wor-
I'm just gonna be waiting for my Viet community to show their skills or whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Wait, will you be around by the way, Akai? Are you gonna chat with us or no?
Maybe. Let me see. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because I know you might be busy with other stuff. You do stuff later in the day sometimes.
Yep. 24/7, man.
Yeah, 24/7.
Like I
Yeah.
can be busy for a whole day if I want to, but I make time for.
Wait,
other
why would you
things.
want to be dizzy for a whole day?
No, because there are things I need to take care of, but it doesn't need to be now. But then I still have to do it anyway.
Oh.
Things like that, yeah, you know.
Like work stuff, like
Yeah,
your
work stuff.
Yeah, it's always your work stuff. Either that's school stuff. You know, that's life. You know, work-life
Right.
balance, work-life spinning balance,
Man, it's hard.
lifestyle spinning. Keep spinning, guys. Never. Well, you don't have to. You can make it a part of your life, like Akai says, and you know, have fun. It doesn't have to be a big thing.
Yeah.
Just keep spinning.
My spinning life. There you go. Hashtag how's
Hashtag my spinning life.
my spinning life.
That's how though. That's how. How does that?
How's a cool guy. My spinning life.
Wait, am I like lagging? Cause Shane said that like after you said my spinning life.
I think
I think my chat's lagging.
Well, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
No, because Shane posted my spinning life, right? But
Uh-huh.
then I only saw it after you said my spinning
Oh,
life.
so your chat's lagging, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my chat's lagging. It's okay.
Because I'm in studio right now, probably.
You're in the
Yeah.
studio. I'm in the studio.
I'm in a stud.
Yeah, AHT studio exclusive in Vancouver, British
Yeah.
Columbia.
With my
Canada.
homie hobby.
The homie.
Oh my god, we'll be spitting some fire, you know.
Oh my god, don't.
Oh god, just kidding, man. But anyway, yeah, let's just enjoy the music for now, and I'm gonna end the stream, right?
Make sure to buy our mixtape next time it hits you out from just right out our coming out of our studio.
Right.
The Mithril Records, sponsored by Jackie Mackey.
AHT Studio Tour Vlog when
If only we had one. If
Studio
only we had
Tour.
a studio.
Well, well. I mean, home studios are fine, right?
Wait, what?
Home studios are fine.
Home
like,
studio, yeah, home studio.
Whatever we're doing right now.
Yeah, just whatever we're doing right now.
Yeah. It'd be cool though. I have some plans for the future, but let's keep it
Yeah,
that
but,
way.
like,
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. Let's be honest.
No, not AHT Studio. Apparently, yeah.
Oh yeah.
For other things. I want to experience it first, and then,
Oh really? Like you want to do like something? Oh okay.
yeah, something related to pen spinning. But yeah.
Oh, you're not gonna tell me, or afterwards? You're gonna tell me afterwards.
Yeah, afterwards, and
Okay, tell me
also,
after the podcast is over. Very secretive, yes.
I think what is it? Vancouver vlog is coming soon, right?
Vancouver, what?
Vancouver vlog, video log,
Oh yeah.
vlog. It's coming soon, man. COVID's over, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
All right.
Well, thank you guys for watching. I'm glad that Akai's internet didn't die and nothing bad happened, because that was a word. I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you guys are well, you know. Keep pen spitting, have fun, you know, do the thing. And yeah. Everyone, if you are interested in the next time we stream every month, so Next time we stream will probably be a similar day in the week, so basically Saturday. So if you subscribe to the channel, you'll be able to see the scheduled stream first, and then we typically announce it later on Twitter and Discord and stuff like that. So take a look, in the description of the live stream, and there's going to be just all our social media and stuff. So if you're interested, you can take a look. But other than that, I hope everyone has a good day. Have a good one, and yeah, don't die.
And again, thanks a lot for joining us. Don't die.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.